Good Monday evening, Padawans and Padawins, and all our friends out there in the Marvel Universe, of course, because I know you're all out there. It is me, the Redneck JT. I've got the Geek Sully along with me tonight. Yes, I had the dragon kicking and screaming harder than the prince in episode 3, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We are going to be reviewing episodes 3 and 4 of Eyes of Wakanda tonight, and finishing that series off. So, do me a favor, grab whatever it is you want to drink or a nice adult beverage, sit back in that beanbag chair, trap yourself in, and let's have some fun. Sully, it's all yours.
Oh, I thank you, sir, and hello, everybody, and again, welcome to Avenger Pretenders, where we think we know what we're talking about in reality, but no, not really.
Hey, we put on a pretty good show.
We do. We do. we tend to fake it till we make it, and that's okay. But
and we
of course,
usually don't make it.
You know, when it does come to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we do kind of know a few things here and there, and it works out well to our advantage. Want to say hi to everybody watching on Twitch, YouTube, DLive, Kick, Facebook, and of course, TikTok. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Have some fun with us. It's going to be great, especially if you've already watched Eyes of Wakanda, all 4 episodes of this miniseries, which I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of hoping they do another one. But I doubt they will. I really do. And we'll get into that. Yeah. This week's first episode is... oh, boy. Is it fun?
Interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I thought it was actually pretty good.
Well, it when it got to the end of the episode, it made a lot of sense.
Yes,
it made a lot of sense of what was going on. Yes. You know,
and not only that, but it brings in some new things as well. Not just for Eyes of Wakanda, but for the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. And in my opinion, is probably one of the best things that could have happened with this first episode, titled Lost and Found. I want to say hi to people. People are chiming in. Hello. Good to see you.
Hi, people.
My buddy Brianna just chimed in. And we got Rebecca as well. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the show. Welcome. We're crazy. It's true. Anyway, so whether you watched Marvel or not, the spoiler alert is in effect. Because we're going total geek mode, or at least I am. JT's going to stay as a redneck because that's what he does. He stays as the redneck, and that's okay.
I definitely work better in that realm.
You do. It works to your advantage. Okay.
Yes.
Want to say hi to Christina and Damien. Hello, everybody. Come on in, have some fun, talk to us. Thanks for the likes. Like the live, share the live, do what we need to do. And somebody just messaged me on Facebook as well. So hello, everybody. Come on in. Lost and Found. We start the episode off in the year 1400 in China. Whew.
That's a long time ago.
I
don't even think rednecks was alive at that time.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, we old. We older than the hills, but I don't think we that old.
I think they probably were. That's just me and my opinion.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
But when it comes down to this one, we see that there's a blizzard going on in 1400 China. Yeah, 1400 China makes things a little interesting. However, we do see a gentleman and a woman sleeping in a bed together.
No, they did that back in 1480?
Shh, but yes. It was probably frowned upon. in some circumstances. However, we'll get to that. The gentleman in that same bed with the woman is named Basha. Basha is the central character to this story, and as like the previous stories, he's a member of the War Dogs. Now, if you don't remember, the War Dogs are the group of Wakandans that are out in the real world with a mission to retrieve any and all Wakandan artifacts. Doesn't matter where they're from, doesn't matter where they got it, doesn't matter who got it from who. That's their mission. Basha was trapped in a blizzard. But not just any blizzard. I also believe he may have fallen victim to an avalanche at one point in time, which is why he got his butt kicked. But that's a whole nother story.
Right.
Whole nother story. And when Basha wakes up, he leans over and he sees a beautiful woman sleeping next to him, not moving at all. And he decides to leave the room, sneaking around the temple. So quietly, too. Not a word was really said in the beginning of this episode.
Only when he was trying to be sneaky, and he really didn't do that good of a job of it.
No, he really didn't.
You know, I mean, if he's trying to be stealthy and sneaky, and he needs to take the training course again.
He did it his way, okay? Like Frank Sinatra. I did it my way.
Did you say Sinatra?
No, Sinatra.
It sounded like you said Stunatra.
No, that would be like something really weird. Like stigmata.
My hearing must be off a little bit.
Your hearing is definitely off, so are the glasses. However, as he's sneaking around, obviously his mission is to find the piece of Wakandan material, which we know is vibranium, and bring it home. And what happens is he finally sees it. And one way you can tell is if you look at the previous two episodes, Wakandan artifacts had a purple glow to it.
Mm-hmm. Purple shimmer.
A shimmer and shine with glitter. It glowed. Only this time, the piece of vibranium that he was looking for was actually in the mouth of a dragon, and it was its tongue.
And this is a sacred dragon.
Yeah, you don't mess with sacred stuff.
Yeah, this is an extremely sacred dragon to the people of this village. We never did get the name of this village, did we?
I don't believe we did, no.
I don't think we did.
I don't believe so, because
But it was funny how he found it, though, because, the lady that he's laying with at the beginning of this episode actually saved his life.
Yes.
Although he set up the circumstances for that.
Which is a little bit of a flashback.
Yeah. And then, as he's healing, she introduces him to the temple and their religion and all this stuff. And he goes to kneel down and he looks up and poof, there it is, right there in front of him.
Surprise.
Nice shiny purple tongue of the dragon.
Surprise. It's one of those things like we need more cowbell if it was surprise.
Nice shiny.
It's cow, to be noticed.
More tambourine this time, not cowbell.
Dink, dink, dink. But in this case, that was kind of like that shock as soon as he saw, like, oh, dude, it's right out in the open. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that.
I think we just went off live.
What?
I think we just went off live.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm still... Looks like I'm still streaming.
On Twitch.
Streaming.
On Twitch.
Streaming. 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 Streaming.
We are not live on Twitch.
What?
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back.
I'm like, wait a second.
It must have done one of them little quick thingies again.
Ruh-roh.
Because I went from live to the screens that you get once live goes off.
Yeah, look at that. 9 minutes.
Why is it doing that to us?
I don't know. I really don't know.
But anyway.
It's weird. So
Yes.
for those that obviously need to come back to us, hello. Only 9 minutes. That's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. I want to say hi to Vicky, who just joined in via TikTok. Hello. Good to see you. We're talking about Eyes of Wakanda. So if you don't know Marvel, don't worry. If I'm going to spoil it for you, I'm sorry. But stick around. We're fun. We like to have a good time.
Oh, God, here comes another friggin' ad break.
I know. I can't help it. But you know what? If those subscribers would, subscribe to the channel, they won't get ads.
Agree.
Just saying. Just putting it out there. Just saying. Now, Andy.
So when he discovers that the vibranium tongue is like stuck in the thing,
I think
what does he do?
I think he kind of did like an oh shit moment there. Like, how the hell do I get this damn thing out? Pry it with a crowbar, sir.
Yeah, sledgehammer,
Sledgehammer, Mjolnir.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much just as bad as what he actually did.
Yes.
Which was to cut the head off of the dragon.
Yeah.
And try to hind it. Yeah.
Try again.
Well, he kind of was his hind because he, right there by his butt.
He's going to hind it over there on his behind.
Mm-hmm. Want to say hi real quick to our good friend from across the northern border, the one and only Miss Carol.
Hi. Good to see you. Oh, welcome.
Great to have you with us, Miss Carol.
Yeah. So he takes the head off of the dragon. Really roundabout way of getting it, and that's when he's going to make his mistake. Well, yes, it was a mistake because he defaced a sacred dragon.
Yes.
Escape, however, is what he needs to do. Because they're going to come and kill him.
And he's doing okay.
Oh, yeah.
Until the wind blows.
Oklahoma, where the wind blows.
God.
Prove me wrong, sir.
And I thought I was bad about busting out into song. Holy crap.
That's like the third song I broke out into today. It's great.
I know.
So anyway, once the wind blows his cape or shawl, his little coat there that was keeping him all nice and cozy, revealed the dragon and the vibranium, and the guards went, "Let's go kill him." I mean, they didn't exactly say it that way, but yeah.
Well, they didn't say kill him. One of them said, "Stop you," and the other one blew a horn.
Honk. Honk. That's what they did. Or they went, honk. Get them out there, man. Come on. And that's what they did. And they started. I will admit, his escape was pretty cool.
Till he fell off the roof.
Twice.
Dumbass.
But the good thing is, when he finally got through the gate, it was all downhill from there. Ha ha! See what I did there? That was so cheesy. It was great.
Wah, 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 wah.
It's very rare I use sound effects during this show.
Yeah, it needed it for that one, though.
Womp womp.
I love how he hit his ship, though.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh?
I mean, it looked like any old pile of snow.
Yeah.
And,
Well, that was from the blizzard, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he kind of
And
had
then,
no
I'm
choice.
sitting there going,
but
why
to
the hell
try.
is he sticking his arm into a freaking snow hill?
Because we're going that way. We're doing things. Although he didn't
And then I
complain
heard
about it
like the
being
little
cold.
door open.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I got to hit the door. Now, I will say, I thought that the ship was a little weird looking. It didn't look like, obviously the more modern Wakandan ships, but it kind
That's
of
the
looked,
one thing I had to keep reminding myself of.
yeah, that it was 1400 Japan.
Yeah, 1400 China,
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, China. But
1480 China.
but
So, that timeline moves way back.
oh
So
yeah.
it's kind of understandable that that ship looked kind of funky.
Yeah, but it looked like a Nova ship from Xandar.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
So I thought that was interesting. That's what they did. They made it look more like a Nova police force ship than anything. I mean, obviously there are differences to it, but I thought that was interesting that they used a similar concept.
A general idea.
So he escapes and he's heading home. He's heading back to Wakanda. He's got the dragon head. He's got the vibranium. He's doing what he needs to do. And when he gets there, he doesn't just go to a specific like palace or anything. He goes to the headquarters of the War Dogs.
Well, where else would he go?
Which I didn't even know they had.
I knew they had that because in episode 2,
Yeah.
no,
But
episode 1.
well, yeah. I mean, I know with episode 1, but it wasn't as big as it is now. How about that?
Well, again, it was only 1400 AD.
True.
I mean, it was still pretty big.
Still big.
Seeing as how he looked at Ebo and said, "Hey, dude, give me a ride," because that's a long walk.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's met by a new character, Captain Ebo. Captain Ebo. And the first thing he says is, "I thought you were dead." Because apparently it was 6 weeks he had been missing and without radio contact.
Was it 6 or 2?
6.
Okay.
6 weeks. And the first thing he says is, I got stuck in a blizzard. That's all he said. Like, it was just a little bit of an issue with some snow. Something that Canada deals with on a daily basis in the wintertime. Snow, snow, and more snow. But
I like it. I think it's one of the things that Evo says was that that city that he was in was supposedly protected by a great power, and they assumed that the dragon curse had got him.
the dragon curse. I like that they worded it that way.
Yeah.
Little did they know that it's not really a curse. But we'll get into that.
Yes. Yes, we will.
Because as Basha and Ebo are talking and they're doing their thing and he's getting scolded by Ebo. And says, why'd you take the whole statue? He's like, I didn't. I had to make changes.
Yeah, I mean, in the field, and we being military, we know this very, very well that, the best laid plan
Yes.
is thrown out the window the second the first round is fired.
Also known as the minute you crash, which in this case he did, all bets were off.
Yeah. You do what you have to do to complete your mission and survive.
He had to schmooze over, yes. He had to use his mating ways with a woman in order to get what he wanted. Sounds so dirty. Very dirty.
I'm sure he had some fun during that time. But anyway,
I thought he did. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm just putting it out there, you know?
I am too. I am too. Yeah,
We're going to go
I
with
would agree.
song number 3, When a Man Loves a Woman. They tend to do things.
At least you didn't go, baby got back.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Anyway, so we meet some more characters, one of which being Rakim. And Rakim expresses a little bit of anger and animosity toward Basha because he stole the whole statue, which he didn't. He was just the head.
But now Rakim, he's like a high counselor or something, high councilman. Yeah.
Yes, he's the one that's in charge of everybody in charge. He's not the king, but he is in charge of the war dogs. Want to say hello to Megan. Hello, darling. Hello. How are you?
Hi, Megan.
How's my bud? Now, the cool thing that I thought was interesting was where they were storing all of these artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
And they have an entire room full of them.
2 rooms.
Would you count that as a second room? I'm pretty sure
Yes.
that was kind of like a vault for the
There's
more
a doorway
important things.
that makes it a room.
Does it need a window?
No. There's no windows in the bigger room.
True.
A room does not have to have. I have a bathroom here with no window. It's a room.
But that's good because it wouldn't be a bathroom unless you had a toilet.
What does that have to do with a window?
You don't need a window in a bathroom. You just need a toilet.
Anyway.
Rabbit hole entered. Let's try to finish this up.
And attempted it quickly filled in.
I'm all over the place. So anyway, yes, there's a second room. It's like a vault, and I would say that that's the area for the most important artifacts pertaining to Wakandan technology and vibranium. And a lot
I
of this,
didn't. There was one other item that was in there. I didn't catch what it was though. But there was one other item in there when they put the dragon head in there.
Let me see if I can look that up here.
Yeah, I mean, Rakim is tearing him a new ass without tearing him a new ass. You know, he's getting on because he brought the whole the statue's head, and you know, he didn't follow protocols and everything else. You know, because the way I look at it is they're supposed to try and recover the artifact, but to leave everything else as undamaged or unchanged as possible.
Yes, which unfortunately he took a dragon head.
Yeah, and you know, to be completely honest with you, I really don't like Basha in this episode. I really don't.
He's kind of a
because
douche.
of his attitude.
He's kind of a douche.
But not that he's stuck on himself.
Also true. Oh, and to answer your question, just because I'm in the process of looking it up, it is Kunlun or Kunlun, which is where he was.
The city?
Yeah. Which,
okay.
If you go back and read some of the comics or see a specific Netflix series, you'll understand it. But we'll get there. I promise. We'll get there.
Right. But his attitude is, you know, I'm the best. I can't mess up. I never do anything wrong, you know, that kind of thing. And that is the worst kind of attitude that you can have just as a person in general. But to be somebody in his position with what he's doing.
Sure.
That's the worst attitude that you can have. And he flaunts it in front of everybody to include the High Councilman. He's just blowing off everything that the High Councilman is telling him.
He's very reckless.
Yes. If I was the High Councilman, I'd have had his ass locked up at the position of attention.
Yeah.
You know, but he doesn't think until the end of the episode. He just doesn't think about what the consequences could be for his actions.
Yeah, and
which we're about to find out.
Oh, big time. Because little do they know, he brought somebody back with him.
Yeah, he gets a call from the hangar. Or, no, not from the hangar.
Yeah, from the hangar. They get a call.
No, because they were saying that they hadn't turned in their report yet. So I'm thinking it was an office somewhere off the side, but it's associated with the hangar where he landed his ship.
Right, because the person working on it, she went missing.
Yeah. She got pulled into the ship's butt.
Yeah, oh, she did all right.
Pretty much.
She did, and apparently her job was supposed to go over the entire ship, make sure everything was working, just like a mechanic
download
would
all
do.
the info and all that good stuff.
Yeah. And then we see a masked figure arrive.
Right in front of Ebo.
Not just any masked figure, but a yellow masked figure who kicks the shit out of everybody she comes in contact with. And you know it's a she because of her body build. You can tell. Not to mention the grunting when she was kicking people's ass. Yeah. Now, for most Marvel fans, the minute you see this mask, you kind of do a holy shit. For JT, I don't know how he reacted when he saw that person with the mask, because I don't know if he knows who that person is while he was watching this episode.
When I saw them, I'm like, who the hell is that?
Uh-huh.
But I recognize the eyes.
Good.
On the mask. I recognize the eye, not because they're Spider-Man-esque.
Mm-hmm.
But I recognize the eyes, but I did not know who it was from until later on in the episode.
Yes. Well, that person is the Iron Fist. A character in Marvel that has been around for quite some time, was an Avenger, but in 1400 AD, not so fast.
I don't think the Avengers were around then, were they?
Nope. I mean, maybe in a different timeline, maybe in a different parallel universe. It is the multiverse after all. But
right.
she runs into Ebo and says, "You know what? I'm going to take you. I'll take you to Basha, because that's who she is looking for."
Well, she actually asked for him by name.
Yep. Where's Basha?
I got Basha. Huh? Basha. Did you say Basha? Basha.
Basha. What? Yes. Well, he leads her to the cafeteria, because you know what? After kicking Ebo's ass a little bit, you need to work out a good meal, you know? I'm just putting it out there. Because if you don't, oh boy. So anyway, once she's in the cafeteria, he actually locks her in and says, "There's an intruder. Take her out."
Yeah, I like what he said. Let me introduce you to some of the best fighters in the land.
Yes. Well, she fights her way out of the room. Very
she
easily.
Kicked every one of their asses.
Very, very easily. kicks the living shit out of everybody, and moves on. And she's going to continue to look for Basha. And as it turns out, now the alarms are being... Hey, there's an intruder. There's an intruder. Everybody, report to your duties. Do what you need to do. Take this intruder out. And while that's happening, Basha and Ebo run into each other, and the two of them start to yell at each other for running into whoever, but Ebo goes, "No, you fool! You brought somebody back with you." And he went, "That's impossible." And then he went, "Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not good. Oh, shit. I'm going to die." Gave somebody the keys.
I'm going to get in a little bit of trouble now.
Gave somebody the keys to Shangri-La, and now all of a sudden, boom! All hell's breaking loose. But Ebo said that not just that he brought somebody with him, but brought the dragon curse with him. And that's when Rakeem comes back into the picture, and he goes, "You know what? Wait a minute. We don't need to. We can use this. We can use this to our advantage. What if we did this? What if we were able to raise a distraction for the rest of everybody? And then, oh, by the way, we can take this person out and handle it ourselves."
Was that Rakeem or was that Ebo and
this is Basha to Ebo
and Basha's conversation about to get them away from the vault?
And I believe the exact term was to keep themselves out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
So what they do is, with the distraction, Ebo sets off an alarm that lets the other war dogs know that the intruder is in a different section of the compound.
The armory.
The armory, yes. She don't need weapons, by the way.
No.
She's the Iron Fist. She don't need weapons. Putting it out there. Just yeah. It's all good. It's all good. So the distraction starts to work. However, Iron Fist is looking for the statue. Runs into Basha. And the two start fighting each other until the mask comes off, and he goes, "Oh, it's you. It's you." Jorani is her name. And she is the protector of said dragon. And she is the Iron Fist. And that's when we see the flashback of what really happened to Basha. We see that he not only fell victim to the blizzard, but she saved him, nursed him back to health for 6 weeks. And oh, by the way, they liked each other just a little
They fell in love.
They did a little too much, if you ask me. But that's when he also says to her, "Listen, I had to steal it because the vibranium was stolen from us. I'm putting it back where it belongs. And
She's like, "Well, we didn't steal it."
And oh, by the way, I'm no thief, but my people won't let you leave here alive." And then he screws up and says it's in the artifact gallery and it's on the orange track, and she goes for it.
Well, that was part of the plan, was to get her there so that him and Ebo could team up together to take her out.
Now, what follows from this is, in my opinion, probably one of the best fight scenes of the series so far. And that's saying a lot. Because the previous episode was the Battle of Troy.
Yeah.
So when it comes to a one-on-one fist fight slash ninja,
I think it blew the Battle of Troy out of the water.
It did. Because they were all over the place. They were all over their monorail system. They were doing whatever they needed to do. And man, they just did not let up on each other, which was great. But Jorani is a skilled warrior and is also the Iron Fist. She defeated a dragon. Just saying. Defeated a dragon in order to get the powers of the Iron Fist. The battle makes its way to the artifact room. How would you describe the fight in the artifact room? Because I'm leaning more toward a bull in a china shop.
It didn't start out that way, though.
No, it didn't.
It started out as a very technical, very concentrated, very narrow scope of a battle.
Yep.
Between Jorani and Basha.
Yep.
But when Basha goes, up until, or not Basha, I'm sorry, when Jorani says to Basha, up to now, I've been trying not to hurt you.
But now I'm gonna.
But now the gloves are off.
Yeah.
That's when it kind of turns into a bull in a china shop. I mean, think about it. The mask that was recovered in episode 1.
The lion mask,
Basha smashes her upside of the head with that mask.
And she got up.
I thought it was cool. One of the neatest things I thought of this battle scene was how Basha, when you're in combat, when you're fighting for your life, you use anything and everything at your disposal.
Oh, yeah.
And for the first time, really, in as long as I can remember, somebody actually used something that was there. Basha actually used
all of it.
1, 2, 3, 3 of the artifacts at least in this battle against Jorani.
Yeah.
He used the mirror thing. He used the hammer. He used 4 because he used the Samoan pike, as well as the thing that shot the vibranium staples.
Yes. And
that was cool.
I love that weapon.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, he quickly got the upper hand by hitting her with this thing, and he was able to basically staple her by both hands, both legs, and her waist to the ceiling.
Until she got out.
Until she revealed herself to him of what or who she was.
I am the Iron Fist.
And then did the Iron Fist thing and broke the vibranium.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was...
And see, this is where Basha's change starts to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Where his realization of, hey, I'm a dumbass.
I am outnumbered by a girl.
Well, and not just that, he finds out basically all he would have had to do was ask her. And she would have gotten it for him.
Yes, because she was actually very nice.
And he wouldn't have had to destroy the dragon statue.
Right.
I
do like that he apologized for the way he was, though.
Yeah. Yes. But the battle scene within the armory, or within the vault. Vault room was the best fight scene completely for the series up to this point.
Yep. Now, once that fight is all over and they've got the vibranium. She's still in the room with them because she's got to leave. There's no way she can escape. And Rakeem comes in, and they throw her in the vault and lock the door.
Slam the door shut on her.
And that's when they start telling a very interesting fabricated lie. Just to save face. And it was for Ebo to basically take all of the credit for the exercise and how the war dogs were not ready for something as big as an intruder like her.
I mean, Basha spun a web of lies.
Oh, it was great.
More beautiful than any web ever done by Charlotte in Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about thinking on your feet.
Yep. Now, obviously, Rakeem goes, well, all right then. Took a little convincing.
Clean this room up.
But yeah, clean the room up, put it back to the way it is. But the problem is, you still got to get her back home, which means you got to get her to your ship and you got to take the ship and get her back because you're not going to leave the ship behind. So you got to drop her off and then come on back.
But remember one statement that Basha made earlier in the episode.
Yep.
When he was talking to Ebo when they were coming up with their plan of how to isolate her or the intruder.
Yes.
So that they could take him down. And that line was, you know every nook and cranny and tunnel and back alleyway in this building.
Yeah.
Better than anybody else.
Oh, yeah. And he did. Because as he put it, all right, we got to get you back to the ship. He opens up a panel on the floor and shoves them all in. And that's
they all
the
go
end
down
of the
the
episode.
stairway, and Basha puts the lid back on and says, see ya.
Yeah. And that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Now,
Oh, and we forgot, Ebo was also promoted to agent
yes,
because of the lies that Basha told.
it was all his idea. He's the one that was able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of him out in the field. Because that's all Ebo really wanted, was to just go out in the field. He wanted to be a part of that. So he had a lot of resentment, not just toward Basha, but to anybody else who was an agent in the field that was retrieving these artifacts. So I get it. I get it why he feels that way, you know? Now, when it comes to the rating of this episode, is it me or you? I forget.
Let's see. I had odds, so this would be me.
Awesome. What you got then?
This was a fun episode.
It was.
This episode breaks completely from what episodes 1 and 2 were.
With a lot of comedic elements to it, too.
Yeah. 1 and 2 were very serious, very focused. This episode was kind of all over the place.
Yep.
But it was done in a way that worked. Like you said, a lot of comedic elements, a lot of comedic things that happened, a lot of comedic things that were said. However, 2 of the best fight scenes that we've seen in Eyes of Wakanda, and I would say several other series, animated and non-animated.
Hands down.
With the fights over the trains and then the fight in the vault. At times the script, I guess, seemed
A little
stretched.
Stretched.
It seemed,
okay.
yeah. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it just didn't really
Offset.
It wasn't smooth. It was very forced.
Okay.
At points, you know. But otherwise, I thought it was a really good episode. I gave it a 3. I give it a 3 3/4, 3.75.
All right. See, I'm kind of going with the opposite. I liked the comedic element of the script.